Hey everybody, people are talking about books. Stream's
Hi. Have
Hi.
you all heard of the book called Sorcery and Small Magics?
If not, why not?
Oh yeah, fix this shit. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Bear, I'm replying to something Bear said in Discord. Yes, that's another fun one to... That would be a fun one to make an animatic of, yeah. But also, yes, can recommend. It's a fun book. So I hope Cheeb likes this cat.
You don't need to. This is Voice Meter. It's how I listen to Friends without you hearing it on OBS. You weren't meant to see that.
A glimpse behind the curtain. Hi,
Behind
miss.
the curtain.
Bye, miss.
There's a miss. Leaves. I mean, they're starting to grow. There's a lot of blossom out there.
I bet.
Hi, Bet.
I expected more from you. How disappointing.
You know, I think that might be one of the reasons why my knee is not as angry as it has been with me for the past couple of weeks. Is because this is the first day where it's actually warm.
Oh, nice. Yes, look at the.
It's been snowy and freezy and sleety and nasty the past couple of weeks, but today the snow is melting.
Yeah, cold and humid, not good
Worst
for joints.
combination of dwarves.
Yeah, no.
You're welcome, miss. Allow me to draw something else.
More Jurgen. No, wait, that's crazy.
Murgen.
Jurgen.
How are we all doing? Are we having a nice... have had in the process of having a nice weekend?
You went a little Lutece there for a moment.
What? Am having, will
The
have,
Lutece.
has had...
Exactly. Yes, exactly. You get it.
Getting your pasts and presents and futures a little backwards there.
Backwards or
That's
forwards?
very, very fair, miss. If it helps, I am also very low energy. I honestly don't think I'm gonna draw much or anything because I am also working on a midterm project for my English class, which is due tomorrow and which involves art. So I've been burned out from that. And I'm just here
Yay,
for
midterms.
hanging out and decompressing. But no pressure as well.
Or yoga. But yeah, join if you want. If not, have good chills. All good.
Yeah,
All
no
good
worries.
options.
No worries, all good. To ballet dancers. I'm glad much was figured out, Bear.
Hooray, that's nice.
Yeah. Ballet centaurs. Or is I riding on bikes, riding trains? No, that's a bit much, miss. Also, before you get into it, not Julia trains. Nope. I'm gonna cut that right in the bud. No. Sorry.
References.
This is nice. The game went well, I think.
Yeah.
No one died.
There's
Rowena
quite a lot
Rowena
of...
came close to dying.
He's saying no one died. We did very much kill someone and a lot of kobolds.
None of us died. Also, that sweet Bab
Rowena's
that you
dead.
were gushing
bit
over.
of a trigger finger.
Rowena has a trigger finger, and my sweet Bab that you are gushing over, and that all the grannies love, might have gotten the killing blow on like the two of the main bad guys we were fighting in the session. Good for them.
Good with the
They're
glaive.
definitely a killer.
transpires.
Yeah, they got a glaive. And Rowena is resisting the call to adventure, but there is no escape from Jurgen and dragging her into it.
We came to do a
Grumbling.
job, to deliver some things, and come back with some more things. There were I was promised tools.
Yeah. Did you make armor with those tools or no?
No, we were supposed to bring back certain tools. I made armor with my own tools.
A
Have you-
locked book, you say?
Hey,
How
Jeep.
mysterious. And an elven lock. Intriguing.
Hey, Jeeb, good news.
There is a Jurgen.
Or potentially bad news, depending on how you want to see it.
Yes. It's
Pergan,
Pergan.
there's a good one.
there's a good one, yeah. it's the cat mouth and the cat ears. It's yeah. It's like the fucking 3 smile, but Jurgen. Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
Cats
but-
2019.
Yeah. Ballet dancers are a different like creature, different breed. They're just yeah.
And not just physically. Don't look at the feet.
Do not look at their feet. No. Yeah, I have a cousin who's a ballet dancer and now a teacher of ballet, I think, or dance. And yeah. Incredible. Yeah.
Wait, what are we talking about out front, Ballet? Internet tell Timothy Chalamet to get in the bin. Ah, I see.
Oomst.
And he decided to pick a fight with Opera and Ballet. Ah, I see. My condolences to his family. He will not survive this.
What did he do?
He said no one cares about Opera and Ballet. And apparently
Oh,
Opera
fuck.
and Ballet said, okay, hold my bandages.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
no. Rip him.
My,
Yeah.
my condolences to his friends and family. He will not be seen again.
Yes.
To be
No,
fair,
no.
most people don't, but the people who do are very passionate.
Yeah.
Most people care about
Ma-
sports, and thus we never meet.
True. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, yes, Miss, Jurgen and Rowena are besties. Hi, Noah.
They're besties as far as Jurgen is concerned.
Yeah. And Jurgen is not wrong. Also, you missed a moment where, when we were fighting the kobolds, the kobold leader, legionnaire, whatever, who was a very funny fellow. It's a shame that he's dead. He tried to escape, but got cut down by Jurgen and Cassidy. But before that, he figured, for some reason, I don't remember exactly why, but I figured, oh, because Jurgen is the smallest, right? Or something. Just like, that's clearly the leader. Everybody gang up on him. All the kobolds were ganging up, or like, targeting Jurgen, because their leader was convinced that he was our leader. And Rowena was specifically deafened during that round, so she didn't hear it.
And would refuse to believe it anyway.
It would, yeah. But it was very funny. Jurgen is the leader, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Jurgen's sort of the leader in the sense that he's probably the one pulling everyone else along with the like, okay, let's go do this now. Yoink.
Yeah, true. Correct.
But I think that's less leading and more like everyone's tried to attach a baby leash to him and it's just not working.
Yeah.
Like they've all like, aha, we've now leashed you, and then forgotten that the leash goes both ways.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that is truly just so. The saying "no one cares about opera and ballet" is truly is just a wild thing in general to say. Jesus Christ, that's no.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know the context. But...
I don't know the context either, but even not knowing the context, I would not say that.
Oh no, I can think of plenty of instances in which I would say that in context makes sense.
Yeah. Love that cheap.
He's the right size for a baby leash. Has the mind of a 20-year-old and knows how to bring you along to the roller coaster despite not being allowed.
The charisma.
It's the charisma, yeah.
Charisma. And the other godly stats.
No. Miss, why would you do that to Rowena? Poor Rowena, indeed, yeah. I mean, yeah, you do have to be, like, on a certain level to be an opera or ballet, yeah. And not everybody can get to that level.
In that context, you can just say, I don't want to do these things. You don't have to say it's...
No one cares about them, yeah.
Because, like, that basically sort of makes you look like an asshole in two ways. One, you're now going to piss off every single person who does care about that thing. And again, opera and ballet get very intense, so congratulations. You've now got the mob against you. And two, this basically just makes it sound like your art form isn't dictated by what you enjoy, but by what is popular currently. And that, at the very least, it makes it look like that you're less interested in the art and more interested in just, like, taking people's money.
I mean, that may have been the context. You might have just gone, well, I'm not going to be as successful in that, so... You know, there's not as much money in it. That might be what he was saying, which is not, you know... Not a better look, but it's at least an explanation.
Also, Chris, this is lovely.
There you go. This is Lenore buys a normal amount of bread for a bookseller.
Yes. This happened on Friday. Lenore is Plains' character from Crooked Moon.
All around it is a bad look, yes.
Yeah, it is.
Also, what was the context in which this was said in terms of like, because a surprising. I'm not gonna stand here and defend actors because they're the most unreasonably deified group of people in the world, apart from footballers. But also, a lot of them do like 12-hour press junkets, and by the end of it, they're delusional and just saying anything. And we pick a sentence out and go, ah! So there's also that. Or this might have just been a thing he said, it's like, first thing he said, right out the gate. I believe this. I don't know, I've spent too long on the internet to take a single sentence and go, yes, I'm going to judge the person based on this.
It's a talk show with Matthew McConaughey.
I don't know who that is.
What movies have you seen that might have you have seen that he was in? Let's see.
I'll give you a hint. You said the word movie.
True. And you were born in the 60s, or lived through the 60s.
Exactly. And I'm fairly certain this person was not alive then.
I mean, he was born in 1969.
So barely. On a technicality.
Yeah. On a technicality. Hold on, let me just scroll right down to the bottom of his IMDb list.
On a technicality, more in the 60s than I was, and I'm apparently from there. So.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you've seen any of these movies.
Yeah, probably.
But he's a pretty famous American actor. And you might recognize his, like, face or something if you saw his face. Yeah, he was in, like, Dazed and Confused, Wolf of Wall Street, Magic Mike, etc. But I don't think you've seen any of those.
I know the intent was to go somewhere else with that sentence, but I do like, you might recognize his face if you've seen his face.
Listen, I'm struggling. I am struggling so much today.
Now plays Southern Drawl villains. What does that mean?
Picture.
What's a Southern Drawl villain? Is that the opposite of Benoit Blanc?
Yes. He talks with a Southern drawl, and he's usually the villain. Yes. Listen, I meant like a picture of him, but sure, we can keep that.
Oops.
I got quoted.
Like I say, very much it sounded like you were going somewhere, and then you got distracted trying to look at something, and then the sentence sort of got away from you.
I was scrolling through trying to find movies that I was distracted. I was just going on autopilot, and I did get distracted. That is true.
No, miss. I think the sentence "we should 2 a.m. Magic Mike" should stay there, because I think it would be sort of funny to see anyone watch Magic Mike with 2 a.m. brain and just see how they respond to it.
What? Should I ask what Magic Mike is?
Movie.
Magic Mike is a movie.
Okay. Is it a good movie?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but he's in it. Have you seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
Or no? Okay.
Again,
I
movie.
Yeah. True.
I've seen a few TV shows. Movies are much more difficult for me to have seen.
Yeah, Pretty much the only movies I know that you've seen are the first two Knives Out movies and Snatch. And
Yeah.
I think Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels as well, and that's about it.
I think I've seen that, but I don't remember much about it.
Yeah.
And it's also worth pointing out that the only reason I've watched the two Knives Out movies was because I watched them with Frame. So
That too, yes.
It has Charming Potato as the lead.
what? Whomstuff?
I believe that's them talking about Channing Tatum.
Yeah. I
Don't know why I asked, really. I don't know. I was never going to know who that was.
yeah.
But I choose to believe they look exactly like a potato. Just not like a potato person, just a potato.
I always get so confused when people change like actors' names and stuff. But yeah. Thank you for translating, Ragdoll.
I mean, he is the lead, and yeah,
Okay.
thinking about it, I
also
could
haven't
see
seen
people
that movie
describing
at
him
all.
as just kind of a potato.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's just because most of the time he's just got really short hair.
I know who Sam Elliott is. Yeah.
Oh, I know that one. That's
I know that one too.
Jurassic Park, right? No, that's a different Elliot. Is Sam Elliott? It's the guy I'm thinking of. Okay, I don't know who that is.
Who's the guy you're thinking of?
I don't know. Who am I thinking of?
Yeah. Are they from Jurassic Park? Are you thinking of Sam Neill?
I think it's Sam Neill, yeah. Not Sam Elliott.
Okay, no. Okay.
Look,
yeah,
it's
that's fair.
Sam and there's double L. It's close enough.
This is true. Yes. But you probably would know Sam Elliott, though. I feel like you would also know Sam Elliott too. He is also pretty classic actor.
I mean, he was born in the 40s, so I'm sure he was in something.
He was
during
born.
this-
He is an older actor too. Yes.
He
So,
is
yeah.
the face of a show I have not seen, but he is the face of it, and I know that. It's a cowboy thing.
Yes. He is. Yeah.
That's all I know. That's as much as I know about this person. He was in a cowboy thing that I've not seen.
Yeah, that's probably very true for Sam Elliott. Probably multiple cowboy things you have not seen.
Probably.
Yeah, I was about to say you probably need to be
Narrow
more
that down.
specific.
Yeah.
Well,
He
in
is-
fact, I haven't seen it, so I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, I haven't zoomed out and seen things yet. Oh,
I shared a good gif of Sam Elliott and Discord.
yeah, that guy.
But yeah. Yep.
There's Smelly.
There's Sam Elliott. Yeah. Also, that's a very good pose there. Yeah.
Here, this is the alphabet with Theo. A.
Mhm.
A.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A is for I'll be back.
Yeah, Sam Elliott is more cowboy than anyone has ever been. True. Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's the mustache.
It is the
Like
mustache.
that
I
mustache,
think,
you
as
put
well.
a cowboy hat on him, and it's like, yeah, that's cowboy.
That's the cowboy right there. Yeah.
It is a solid moustache.
Yeah. So yeah, the air looks good. Yes, Lenore, bringing bread to the bookseller.
Yeah. They need bread. Lenore knows exactly how much bread someone needs and how much it costs.
Yep, definitely.
For sure. "75% mustache."
Yeah, he does have mustaches for eyebrows as well. Yes.
Yeah. What was the analogy you gave, Jeeb, as to what we did? Was we discovered Jesus was kidnapped by vampires, so we killed Dracula?
Yeah, yeah. No, not we discovered. She just heard.
Yeah.
That like it would be like us, yeah, hearing that Jesus is real and was kidnapped by vampires, so we had to kill Dracula. Yes. The librarian is having a great time. Our bookseller's having a great time. She's fine.
She's great. This is after pulling an all-nighter
You know,
reading.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, also the first place my brain just went is like, yeah, that just sounds like something that might as well happen in one of the Dracula games that Cresp hasn't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We're doing all of them.
Sure. Why must you do this to all of us, including yourself?
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Sunk cost fallacy, I think. One of them's got to be good, right? I have no evidence of that, but surely.
Yeah. And yeah,
Chris,
as Jeep said, someone comes.
You didn't even pay for them. I paid for them.
It's true. Yeah. Well,
Did
that's
you-
probably
you-
why he's playing them, because they're gifts. You give them to him.
Did you pay for the Dracula? You pay for the Sherlock Holmes ones, which we will also play all of. So that one is on you. Might have also got the Dracula ones with the money. I can't remember. Brain.
I'm not sure, because with that one, since you have those ones through GOG, it's less I paid for them and more I just kind of went, hey, Cresp,
Yeah.
check your Ko-fi, and there's like, here's money.
Yeah.
Maybe I got the first couple and then you paid for the rest. I can't remember.
Also, yeah, someone comes into your home after you pulled an all-nighter, tells you that Jesus got kidnapped by vampires, so you went over to Jesus' new house to kill Dracula, who was somehow there, and now you're going to kill Nosferatu. Yes, correct.
Also, I
That is what happens.
wish to put it on record that I am not doubting Ragdoll's generosity, just the technicalities. After all, Ragdoll bought me Ghost Trick, and that's one of my favorite games ever. So let it be known.
Ghost Trick is a fantastic game.
As well as also the Phoenix Wright games and Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Very generous.
Yes.
We're balancing it out. I bought you a nice game, and now I've sent you money to play god awful games.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mrs. Wright, the one where it ended with just act of God killing Dracula was very funny.
That was great. I love that. Yeah.
If I had £1 for every time a Dracula game ended up with just an act of God of something falling from the sky, killing Dracula, I would have £2. But we haven't played the other one yet. But Miss knows it.
You may have more.
One day I'll track down that game and we'll play it. And by we'll play it, I mean... Right, what else? Edredor Kobold, I'm gonna learn. Oh, Miss was right on that. There was a bot and Miss killed it. Boom! Straight away.
Well done, Miss.
Miss has a sword, and we'll use it.
Absolutely. Oh, also, Noah, Ragdoll is now listening to Sorcery and Small Magics as well. Another one has joined us. Still listening, though. Only up to, what, chapter 6? Or about to start chapter 7. Yeah. Join us, yeah. Hell yeah. The complication has been noticed, and they know about it, and they're trying to do things about it, but yeah. We'll see how that goes.
I love the vagueness of this all. The complication.
Yes.
The event.
You'll know it if
the occurrence.
You'll know it.
The shenanigans.
I mean, there are many shenanigans, but if you read or listen to the book, you will know what we're talking about without being specific. Yes.
I mean, to a certain extent, though, like, any sort of story, like, needs something where it's like, we need a reason to care about reading this story. Like, something has to happen.
Yeah, something
and usually
needs to
that
happen.
is, there is a problem, and now we have to try and solve it. Even for books where the problem isn't a 200-year-old lich trying to kill the world.
Yes. There's usually a problem of some kind, yeah. Oh, look at this cute Kobold Legionnaire. I'm so glad we'll see him again. Absolutely. Oh.
We'll not see him again because bloody Jurgen and Cass are ruthless.
We might have just slaughtered him and cut him into pieces.
Survivors.
Listen, we had opportunity attacks. We both rolled real well.
I like them.
I like them too.
They were silly.
He was very funny.
There were some survivors, yes.
Just not this one.
I know, right,
mean...
Miss? They did throw a Molotov cocktail at Rowena.
Could pull a oh, what's the name of that one Lord of the Rings game? There was one Lord of the Rings game where they had a system where it's like, hey, this one particular orc is your arch nemesis, and they would just keep coming back.
Yeah.
The shadow
somehow.
Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of something.
Shadow Mordor sounds right, or something like that. Yeah.
So I think it would be very funny to, like, have him return with, like, I don't know, an eye patch or something. And it's like, how are you not dead?
Yeah. You were just, like, you were cut into pieces by a glaive and... What does Jurgen have, a sword? Or... I can't remember exactly, but... Cut to pieces, but yeah, they come back with an eye patch, they're fine. Also, Miss and talking about Molotov cocktails and stuff, and reminds me that something else we forgot to mention. There's Ashley the Fifth, or Moushly the Fifth.
Moushly the Fifth.
And yeah, she joined us. There's another mouse named Millie. But her middle name is Ashley, and her great grandma worked for the lodge, and yeah, and she's also got bombs. Yeah.
Just immediately, once her hands were free, she just sort of picks up a bomb and throws it.
Yeah, she picked up a bomb and threw it at the bad guy. It was great. Yeah,
very much indeed Rowena to her.
Yes.
No nonsense. I like it.
I was very, very happy to see her.
Have a
Yeah.
good abandonment, Noah.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, I think it's fun in RPGs like this to have like characters that are reoccurring for either silly reasons or like this does this make sense in game? No, but it's funny, so it's funny and or we like the characters, so we're just gonna keep reusing them.
Absolutely, yeah.
So like, does it make sense that this kobold keeps stalking you? No. Are they the main antagonist? Also no.
Yeah. I love that. Oh yeah, no, we saw a couple of NPCs in Crooked Moon, and we were like, these are mischaracters. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yes. There was beautiful redheaded woman who has like a wondrous beam of light shining on her, sunlight shining on her, even though it's perpetually twilight. Um, and there was also another guy who gave me big Grigori vibes. A little bit. Yeah, fair.
Good old Greg. And the kobold does not get a say. But Jurgen is too busy having adopted Rowan.
True. Multiple adoptions.
He just comes home and goes, "Mom, I've got a new sibling." And all things considered, that might just be a thing that the parents go, "Sure." Jurgen's already adopting the rest of the party. Yeah.
Not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair.
Yes, Rowena needs adult supervision, sure.
I mean, you never know. There are some people who look like they should be the competent adult in the room, and then it turns out, you're just deranged in a different way.
I mean, yeah, but
I do find it very funny, though, that in both encounters it's been a immediate first action, just shoot.
Mm. That is Rowena. Yeah.
no one else is gonna take the initiative. Bang! Now we're gonna.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Also, it took her a little bit of warming up, but that new arm's doing rather well. 2 crits in one fight.
Mm. Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think Twitch is having some issues.
Twitch? Oh, FrameMan. It's FrameMan this time. Sorry, everybody, it's FrameMan.
Oh yeah, no, Twitch. I was tabbed out looking at some homework and my Twitch just died. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it might be both.
Or
Click here to reload player.
probably
not
both,
yet.
yeah.
Not
I had
yet.
to restart.
Okay, might be safe now. Oh, you're sorry. You will have refunds at the door. You need to find the door. I'm not going to specify which, but they're there. They're thrown out twice. Rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than just FrameMan if you got kicked out of the whole thing. That might have been FrameMan
Yeah, no,
and
my
Twitchman
media
fighting.
player stopped. Yeah,
They're into
Yeah.
hoots.
they are. Yeah.
No, they're squabbling like cats.
Mhm.
The two are not mutually exclusive.
There are severed body parts strewn all over the office.
Well, apparently there are severed body parts strewn all over the office, so it's not looking great for the whole working together angle.
Mm.
Edgy, sorry, everything exploded.
So boo, Twitch is not letting Bear back in.
What?
Yeah, according to living room chat.
Wow. That's new.
Rude.
Ah, there we go.
Hey!
Ah!
Yay! Welcome back.
Oh, speaking of jank, I don't know if anyone's going to notice this. But as I was doing the setting things up for stream yesterday, I happened to notice something that I probably should have noticed a very long time ago, which is that the audio for friends in Discord through OBS was looking very squashed. It was looking very like all or nothing. And I discovered that I had the gain and the limiter the wrong way around. So I'd been massively ramping up the audio and then limiting it right down, rather than no, the other way around. Sorry, I'd been I'd been limiting the audio and then turning it down. That's it. When I should have been turning it down and then limiting it. So hopefully there's a bit more dynamic range in friend voices now, so they don't sound like they're like right up in your ear.
I was gonna say I don't know what that means, but okay. Sorry for talking in your ear for a while.
Have you ever tried to listen to like the radio, like radio DJs with headphones on? It's oppressive. Yes. It hurts. They have massive compression on their microphone, so that you can hear every single thing they say, every tiny thing. Probably sounded not dissimilar to that. Yes, Kira, don't apologize for my mistakes. I am the fool, I'll have you know. Insert gif of Gomez Adams. I might as well just do that. I don't use it often enough for you to know what I'm talking about. But I have it, and I'm always looking for opportunities to use it.
I will try.
That one.
Sorry, the anxiety runs deep.
And thus we need to run it out. What's the expression? You get good at what you practice, so be careful what you practice.
I have not heard that before, but I like it.
Also, I say that expression. I saw it on Tumblr the other day, so I can assume it's an expression. I can't take credit for this.
That's fair. I like it though. I love it. Also, Ragdoll, I love this kitty so much.
I don't know which side the bowstring needs to be on. I don't know what side anything needs to be on.
It's a cat, neither do they.
It's good. It's good.
Cat can do what they want.
Yeah.
Belly! Sorry, just...
Look at that belly.
Look at that belly!
It's a good belly. Yes, poke the belly. We're all flutes. Did you know that? Also fair.
That's why Theo does yoga alone.
Theo is a mode and understandable and valid.
Okay. Finished folding laundry.
It's okay. The hand is now coming out of Theo's shoulders. It's fine. Oh no.
I like that you've drawn the helmet sort of popping off the kobold's head with the surprise.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Very
so
cartoony.
Is this one like? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh
god, now I've got to try and write in magma.
It is very good. Yeah. It's just I was trying to remember if like Rowena had tried to shoot him or something and it missed, or if it was when Irish threw a lance, or one of us tried to attack and like.
I seem to remember before the battle even started, the lead kobold had jumped out, going like, "Are you guys gonna like walk into the
Oh
ambush?"
yeah, no, you're gonna fall
Immediately
into
trapped.
our trap. Yeah, and then Rowena shot, I think, and that's what. And then he went. "Eh." Yeah.
Just draw a dot.
Okay, yeah.
Just draw a dot, Magma.
Just draw a dot. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, so yes, the helmet is very good, and everything about like the expression, everything, so good.
Kobolds are
Yep.
bizarre little creatures.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure, depending on what version of the canon you're working with, it can be the case that they like worship dragons, and dragons are just kind of like, "What the fuck are these things?"
I love that.
Wait, hang on.
Yes, boop. No. No. I don't.
No.
Well, unless it means that the dragon will be a friend of us all.
Not the point.
Hi, Lois. Hello.
Hey, Lewis. Ooh, fun.
Oh, hey. Go, Clamps, go.
Go, Plamps. Go beat the cyber crap or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Electrified fire fists.
Nice. Excellent.
I love their third album.
Sounds very cool, yeah.
So, forthcoming week, though. Jurgen should not get electrified fire fists. No. Stop giving Jurgen things Jurgen should not have.
Jurgen already has all of the charisma. Jurgen doesn't need more benefits.
Oh yeah, plams, the drill and all. With bread.
Yeah.
A normal amount of bread. Some might
Very
say
normal amount.
a le normal amount of bread.
Poor performance indeed.
Would they
Just
though?
when you think this show is terrible, something wonderful happens.
What?
It ends.
I'm glad you like, and thanks for transcribing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know, very jealous of Theo.
Mm-hmm. So jealous. Yeah.
Just general flexibility, I like that.
Same.
Ooh, critters.
Aww.
Very cute.
I love.
I'm glad it's bringing you joy.
Yeah. Also glad. No, never miss. I will never be able to touch my toes.
I mean, am I allowed to sit down first?
Touch our knees I can do, yes. Or touch my knees anyway.
Much easier to
Yeah,
touch
Teve's right,
someone
you never
else's
said anything
knees.
with stretched legs.
Yeah, exactly. You can bend your knees while doing it.
Because I'm sitting cross-legged right now, so I can touch my toes pretty easily.
Fair.
I did once get to the point where I could just about touch my toes without bending knees. And then I stopped practicing, and now I can't.
I used to be able to do that when I was a child, but I haven't been able to for many years now. I remember that used to be a activity during physical education. part of the stretching and stuff. But
You take certain things for granted when drawing. And one of them is, oh yeah, I'll be able to communicate that this is an apprehensive or nervous character via the expression on their face. And then you go and draw their face and realize that it's a carved pumpkin that can't change. And it's always smiling.
hi, salty. Just add some like stress lines or sweat or something.
Practice the pelvic tilt.
And anterior is the medical term, yeah, for or a anatomical term, yeah. Yeah. Trying to remember.
You're trying to remember physiological things. I'm trying to remember a song that I could weave this into a joke.
Well, it is. I'm trying to remember medical terminology from like 20 years ago, something, or when I was taking a class. And anterior is a anatomical term, or physiological. Yeah. I'm just trying to remember what it means.
I mean, interior is inside, so I'm assuming anterior is the antithesis of this, i.e. opposite.
Also, yes, anterior pelvic tilt is something, yes. Well, there's anterior and posterior, there's medial and lateral or something. Or, Jesus Christ, I can't remember anything.
Okay, well, in that case, if anterior and posterior are sort of opposite of each other, anterior would be front, posterior would be back.
Yeah, I'm guessing, yes, anterior is forward, front facing. Yeah.
Facts.
Also, you've been demanded a fact.
Back.
Yeah, it's the front forward side of the body. Yeah.
This one I have no hesitation in believing whatsoever. When Winston Churchill visited the US during Prohibition, he got a doctor's prescription for an unlimited supply of alcohol. Yeah, sounds right.
Well then.
Guy who drank champagne in the bath first thing in the morning and took meetings. Doesn't surprise me.
Not surprised, no.
Okay.
No.
Weird man.
Mm-hmm.
This is bigger than I thought it was. Stop showing off, Theo.
I like how the hand just keeps moving around.
That's what he gets. Gets what he deserves. Snoop Pokes. My favorite rapper. Gotta run, have a good run! Metaphorically speaking. Oh yeah, daylight savings, boo. Give it a few weeks, we'll be on the same system as you. And then give it a few years, and hopefully none of us will have to ever do it again.
It's a stupid system. We should get rid of it.
Stupid!
I do, however, find it very funny that someone tried to go through our federal Congress with the, hey, let's just get rid of daylight savings time across the board. And it almost passed, mainly because, like, no one read it over, so it almost passed by just, like, default. Which is a stupid reason for a law to pass, just inherently. Miss apparently is having issues posting links in chat, so is posting them in the Discord, which is interesting to me, because I know Twitch has some features where you can make it so that people can't post links, which makes sense for, like, moderation and safety reasons. But Miss is a mod, and most of the time mods don't have the same rules as everyone else.
I have seen lately, though, like, if Twitch isn't even letting Miss chat or loading the chat, I have seen that more often lately, where, like, chat just straight up will not work, and there'll be like a little loading bar, like it's loading in, but you're just stuck there and it's not doing anything, and you need to restart the entire app completely in order to get into Twitch chat. That has happened to me more than once lately. So I'm guessing something similar is happening. But yeah, and yeah, as a mod, Miss, regardless, yeah, Miss should be allowed to post links. But yeah, hope it helps. Fingers crossed.
Twitch is preventing Miss from having their full power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very, very rude indeed. If anyone should be preventing anyone from having their full power, it should be mispreventing Twitch.
Correct.
One fun thing Twitch did recently was they have now finally lifted the ban, for it was against the terms of service, to have both Twitch and YouTube chat on screen at the same time, if you are multi-streaming.
Oh, wow.
It was previously against terms of service and you could be banned for it, and someone almost was. And then it was a big outcry, and the people in charge went, yeah, we're just not going to do that. I get why they were doing it, because they're technically hosting content from another website and they can't take responsibility or in any way like set up moderation tools for YouTube's chat themselves. So they were basically just trying to cover themselves legally. But that wasn't the best way to do it. So I think the way they're covering themselves legally now is if you put it on your stream, that's your responsibility. Bye. which is reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and I mean that was the whole purpose behind the Article 230, I think is what it is in the United States, where it's like basically reducing liability of companies who manage websites where people can post their own things, like YouTube or Twitter, or where basically it's like if someone on your platform posts things that are illegal, that's not necessarily on the company if they have if at the very least they have a process, or they do doing their due diligence, as it were. Like, someone can't just see, someone posts something on the website and then just immediately sue the website for having that on their website if it's someone else who put it on that website. Which is good, because that basically means that without it, social media companies, it's not that they can't exist, it's just much more precarious as far as liability is concerned.
Without it, you'll end up in the situation that we're in here, where our government is just suing every website it can find that doesn't have sufficient child protection, quote unquote.
Including websites that don't even do any business in the UK. I saw a story of one where it's basically a forum, a private, anonymous, mental health forum run by a small group in Canada. And then when it's hey, we need you to collect people's information to do business in the UK, they went, okay, well, we'll block all UK IPs. And that apparently wasn't enough as far as the UK was concerned. So they're like, cool. What do we do with this then?
Somebody needs to leak all of the information for all of our MPs. Let them know why this is a terrible idea. Twitch app struggling to load. Boo! Hi, miss! Hello from phone.
I miss.
Also, as somebody who has occasionally had the misfortune to try and use Twitch on a tablet before, can recommend just do it via the web, not via the app. The Twitch app is dreadful.
And even then, it is rough. Or at least if you're doing it on iPad, it's rough via the web as well. But it can still be better than the app.
It's rough regardless. I don't know what it is about just tablets and websites.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get anything to do anything properly.
Yeah. Oh, so hello, welcome back.
Welcome back. I know you probably didn't come here to be, given unsolicited tech advice, but hi. Don't remember any of your login details. That's also reasonable.
Fair, very fair, yeah.
It is a pain.
Well, you know your username, and hopefully you have an idea of what email you use to set it up.
I think the yoga advice was solicited. We're all talking about how we can't do things. So I guess we didn't explicitly say, and I would like advice on how to do it. But I welcome it personally. So it's now solicited. Any advice on things like yoga and stretching and stuff like that gives you whys and hows rather than just steps.
Do you have any advice for yoga stretches for someone who has incredibly bad knees and cannot bend from the knees, can't really bend the knees very well, can't really put a lot of weight on their knees, and can't crouch or anything like that? Any good yoga that's good for bad knees?
I recommended a while ago, may still have it written down here, John Noel on TikTok, who does a lot of things of here is a TikTok video of some professional fitness person showing you their workout. Here are ways you can do this if you don't have the same sort of mobility. So you can do this in a chair. You can do this while just leaning against a wall. You can, So I recommend his stuff because he's good at making movement accessible.
Thank you. I will check that out. Thanks. Asking for a friend, definitely not me. Yeah. Thank you. Chair yoga? Okay. And then yoga in bed? Okay. Okay, I will look into those. Thanks. Excellent. No worries, it's all good. I will look it up. Just knowing that chair yoga is a thing or bed yoga is a thing is helpful just on its own. Thank you.
Blame Lewis. I was going to say boo your internet, but okay, boo Lewis. Oh, there we go. Chair yoga.
Because yeah, I do want to try to start stretching and exercising a bit more often, but my knees hurt a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you are currently recovering from an injury as well, so it's always good to bear that in mind.
And I also and I also do have osteoarthritis in both knees, so I mean the pain is chronic. But yeah. And the weakness and stuff, like I've not been able to, you know that saying lift with your knees?
Yeah.
When shoveling snow, I have not been able to lift with my knees for a couple decades now. I've always had to lift with my back and stuff. So I have one of those curved shovels that is good for like the knees and stuff because
oh nice.
It's the only way I can do it. When like raking leaves and stuff, I rake the leaves, but when like bagging them up, I found recently that it's much easier if I just sit on the ground with the bag in my lap and just start shoveling leaves in. I cannot bend over. No. Physically, my knees will not support me if I try lifting with my knees or bending over with my knees. I will fall over. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If people are telling you there's only one way to do it, they're lying. It's all movement.
Yes.
You can do many ways.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Get the body moving without putting stress on things.
I mean, I find that's true for most things. If anyone says, "Oh, there's only one way to do this,"
they're ableist.
They only know
there
one
might
way
be,
to do
it. There might be some ways that are more effective ways of doing it, for some value of effective, but there's usually more than one way to do something.
Yeah. If it's a more effective way of doing it, but someone can't do it, then it's not more effective. You know?
Yeah, no.
The effective one is the one that you can do.
Yes. Yeah.
The first time I ever encountered that was with we used to watch a lot of things about guitars and like, you know, new models of electric guitars and guitar reviews and things like that. because I was looking into getting something new. And I just remember at some point they did like a kind of blindfold test of a bunch of guitars, and it was all very silly and just having a good time. And they were sort of surprised at which ones they liked and which ones they didn't, whatever. And they said, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the best guitar is the one you want to pick up and play. And that kind of idea has sort of stuck with me for a while. It's like it doesn't really matter what the thing is objectively. All that matters is that it's the thing you want to use or the thing you can use, you know? That's the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's true, yeah.
Did that make sense? I feel like I explained that very bad.
No, I think that made sense.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why a couple of the tech YouTubes I follow are always talking about, like, okay, let's test this out with, like, more consumer normal hardware. Or even below what is considered sort of normal consumer hardware, because you know what most people have? Not supercomputers.
What?
This is true, yeah. Yeah, I know,
I mean,
it's crazy.
Don't all have 7 graphics cards with liquid nitrogen cooling and...
I don't even know what a graphics card is.
It's
I know it's important.
They're too expensive for us nowadays anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
basically a CPU that's optimized for working with the computations used for 3D images.
They do linear algebra.
Yes, they do a lot of linear algebra.
Nice.
They do the linear algebra, so you don't have to.
Oh god, can you imagine? How long would it take if you picked like I don't know, like God of War, for example, the modern God of War games? How long do you reckon it would take to do all of the calculations required to render a frame of that by hand?
Yeah, a long time.
If I knew how to disassemble the code for it, that would actually make kind of a fun video.
God, yeah, that would be a lot. Because technically, anything you could do on a computer, you could do by hand. It's just a question of, but why would you?
For clicks. You know, that thing I care a lot about.
To a certain extent, an exercise like that, where you like take a process the computer is doing and break it down, means you have a better idea of what the computer's doing.
Yeah. I think it's something that all game developers should do. All game developers in AAA studios should do that, so that they know how much crap they're throwing at the CPU and try and maybe make it more efficient. God of War TV series,
I think all game developers should bare minimum work on a computer get their thing to work on a computer that was considered sort of average specs 10 years ago. And if they can't do that, then they need to rethink what they're doing.
Well, it's good news. That's my computer, so already doing it.
Congratulations. You've met the lower bound of the bar. Because when it comes to computers, like, yeah, I guess you could go for like make it so your game only works with the highest end specs, but like most people are not replacing their computer every year or so when new parts come out.
This is the thing. Someone pointed out. Maybe I mentioned this on stream already. Someone pointed out that I think Xbox have announced that they're sort of working on the next console after whatever the last one was called. But people were pointing out that it's kind of bizarre that we might be heading into the next generation of game consoles, and they are still releasing games for the PS4. We may be entering into an era in which games are being released on 3 generations simultaneously.
Yeah.
Because most
mean,
games don't need
to a
that
certain
level
extent.
of power. So,
That's because we've got sort of two problems here. One, Sony shot themselves in the foot by like not really producing enough supply to meet demand.
True.
And also not doing much to curb the fact that they had a scalper problem.
True.
There's a reason why the joke for the longest time was like, "Oh, the PS5. This is where I would put my PS5 if I had one,"
Yep.
because hardly anyone had one. But the other problem is the PS5 has a lot of things in it where it's like, nobody needs this, and any game that uses it, we usually turn it off because nobody notices any differences. Like after a certain point, you only need so many pixels. Your brain can only handle so much when it comes to the image. Like, oh, we've got ray tracing. Yeah, that nobody notices.
you've got that, and you also have, like, even if you could notice it, the amount of work required to make a game that has those things and does well, like it actually implements them well, is well beyond the scope of most game development team. So most games would just never get that high anyway. They would instead focus on like art direction or something. He says with his fingers crossed.
Well, and also, unlike with like Nintendo, where they just sort of like throw out the book every single time they create a new console and come up with something totally different. The PS4 and PS5 are basically just computers. Like they're basically just a tower PC that's got very specific specs that you can't fuck around with that much. So if you can make it work on the PS5, it's gonna work on the PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it kind of feels a bit of a shame because up until recently, the big benefit of consoles being the way they are is that the people who make the consoles could, the reason exclusivity deals exist on consoles is basically an investment from the people who sell the console to be like, if you make a game that's really, really good, it'll sell our console, we'll give you money to help you make this game really, really good. And then you end up getting investment in games, which is good. But if they don't think they're going to sell consoles anyway, then they're probably not going to do that kind of thing.
No.
Yes, Cheeb, I also agree. As soon as you said they're doing live action TV show of the Norse Saga, I'm like, you mean the games?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I was just like, you can just watch the game. Like, you don't even need to play the games. You can just watch a playthrough. There's literally just the games.
The basic, they're basically films with side quests.
Just there. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only way that would make sense is if they were doing different stories.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it that, like,
it's
not everyone plays games, and they're trying to go for a different market with the same material. I kind of get that, but it would be nice to do something different.
You don't need to play the game. Yeah.
It's worth bearing in mind, most people don't, play games or watch games. It is, FrameMan, not again. FrameMan is angry at this concept of games being... this is, sorry, that's...
I guess Twitch and FrameMan, yeah. No, that's fair. And have a good night, miss.
Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, who's going to watch the God of War TV series? I mean, you say that, there's been... The big issue, I don't know whether I should bother carrying on this conversation while FrameMan's eating Twitch. But like ever since The Last of Us had its TV series, everyone's been like, oh yeah, we'll make the TV series and then everyone who doesn't play the game will be able to get into the thing and all that sort of stuff. And some of them have actually worked.
I can't say for Last of Us because I haven't played those games, but the TV series is good, and the Fallout series has also been very good. Yes,
something like Fallout makes perfect sense.
But Fallout does make sense for Fallout. Yeah.
because there's
But-
no.
I mean, with Fallout, you can always just like make a new story about someone else coming out of a different bunker.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yes, it was different characters for Fallout. Yeah.
Hi, Plants. You've had a day. Oh no. I hope you're enjoying punching
Hi,
people with
Plants.
electric fists.
We have a Lenore.
Yeah,
as well,
there's Lenore
his ribbons and stuff.
and Salty and
Yeah.
Ramble.
Yeah, but I don't feel
Yeah,
positive
it
about
the
God
main
of War TV series.
the main issue I have is as people who play games, we've seen over the past like 20 years as a growing appreciation for it as an art form.
Yes.
But something like this comes along and it's just like, oh, now this game can finally actually be art because it's now something else. It's like, no,
It was
you're missing the point.
already art.
It was already art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop trying to make it something else and then claim that now it's legitimate.
Well, and I've seen a couple of pictures from the like what's been released of like the we're making a God of War TV show, and I will give them the God of War not being as muscular as he is in the games, because I know the only way to really get those defined muscles on a human being is to dehydrate them and turn their skin into shrink wrap.
Yeah.
And I am opposed to dehydrating people and turning their skin into shrink wrap. So the fact that there's not defined muscles on God's bodies, I'm sort of okay with.
Yeah.
But in all of the pictures, it just sort of looks like two, like a guy and his kid cosplaying with a green screen background. Like, neither of these people are wearing clothes that look lived in, and it doesn't look like they are actually in the forest. It looks like they're doing a photo op.
Mm.
I don't know.
Is it curtains bad, Cheeb? What was that? That was for the Lord of the Rings one, wasn't it? Prequels.
The Lord of the Rings one.
He's
Yeah.
wearing curtains.
Yeah, no, that doesn't look good.
Okay, it's not that bad. Fair.
It's not that bad, but it's not good. Yeah, that. If it does feel AI, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
why.
way too clean, and it does not look like they are actually in a forest.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, the lighting's a bit off, and that rock looks like it's made of polystyrene.
Also, that's not. I don't think that's a real bow.
No, it's not. I don't think so.
I mean, that's fair fantasy, weird stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would be sort of fair as like, I would usually say, oh, that's probably fair because it's a prop and we're having a 10-year-old do this. But like, the way you only get that curve of the bow when you're putting tension on it, and those arms do not look like this is someone who's holding a bow.
Actually, the string
Like
looks like it's
holding
being...
back the string of the bow.
Yeah, the string doesn't look like it's being tensioned in the right position. But again, child.
No. True. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, there are some things where I can excuse because, like I said, our titular God of War
Yeah.
here is not as muscular as he should be, but also I don't want him to be because dehydration.
Also, yeah, I think I can see the ball cap. Yeah.
It does look ball cappy,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
And can we zoom that?
It's too clean. Their clothes are too clean.
They are too clean.
I
Yes.
was like, oh,
And
yeah.
it does not look like they are standing in a forest with rocks in it. It looks like they took a picture in their backyard, or not even the backyard. They took a picture with a green screen and then photoshopped the stuff in there.
Yeah, they are brand
I
new,
feel like that's exactly what they did.
costumes. I mean, this might
Yeah.
just be like the, test shots they did with the costumes and for
Hopefully.
like see how it looks on screen, and then they go off and do more with it. Or maybe not, I don't know. But That actor looks familiar, though. I probably don't know him, but he looks familiar.
He looks familiar to me too. I'm looking. I have an idea, but I want to make sure. Ryan Hurst. I know your face. Where have I seen you before? Let me look. Hey, he's actually the voice of Thor in Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, interesting.
That might actually be where I've seen his face, because I recognize his IMDb picture mostly. Not really.
Oh, look at his hair.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
That's definitely a bald cap. He's not cutting off that hair, is he?
No, he's not. Yeah. Yeah, he's got, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not someone who's covered by the ashes of his loved ones. That's just a dude who doesn't have a tan.
Probably also some pasty makeup on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power level of bad, but not the best.
No.
Just we have. No, if you want to make a TV show, just make it in-engine in the game. It looks good. You know when they say live-action TV show, they mean 90% CG. So it's not like they're going to be using practical effects. I'd love to be wrong. That'd be great. But I bet I'm not. They get Jim Henson Workshop to make Yeoman
They
Gun.
need to Xena Warrior Princess it.
Yeah, exactly. You just slightly
Puppet
re-edit.
Snake.
Puppet
At
Snake.
least they have, well, again, I don't, it's IMDb, so I don't know if it's going to change or not, or how accurate it is, but at least they have the voice actor of Mimir playing Mimir again.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get why they didn't go Christopher Judge.
Yes, I can understand that, yeah. I am a little sad that it's not Christopher Judge, but yes, I understand. Also, hold on, I need to check something.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, apparently the actor who plays Odin, or is gonna play Odin, is apparently also Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun.
Insert witty reference here.
I recognize that name. Yeah. Yeah, Chief. Just cut together scenes from the game and release it on TV. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's also because they got this Metroidvania God of War prologue game going on, and the Greek God of War remakes announced TV series for Norse God of War feels the most boring option. It does, rather, yeah. I played a game once a while ago. Maybe I should give it another crack. It felt a bit jank, but kind of interesting, called Apotheon or something. And it was a 2D sort of side-scrolly, I don't know if you Metroidvania, but it followed a story, a classic sort of Greek myth story. And it was done in the style of the sort of black and orange pottery paintings from...
Oh, I've played that game. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten it. There's a boss I couldn't get past, but yes.
it's not an easy game.
No, but I have played it. Yes, it is neat. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like the art. Yeah, it's cool. It's neat. I played it on PlayStation 4, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I remember the controls, the sort of aiming of weapons and things like that was very sort of wibbly.
It was hard.
Yes,
it was tricky.
It's very wibbly with a mouse. So I didn't know whether
it's very wibbly with controller as well, if I remember
Fair
right.
enough.
If I remember right, it is not the most intuitive or easy aiming, if I remember right. But yeah,
Oh yeah, Jeep. That's a good idea. The TV series would be a good thing to follow Atreus rather than Kratos. Go off.
yeah,
You know.
that would be neat. Yeah. It was this game, yeah?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one I played. Yeah. Oh.
I kind of want to recommend it to Cheeb, but I also know Cheeb will probably get really angry at the mechanics. So.
Yeah, can't guarantee how accurate or how good of a representation it is of Greek mythology and the gods of Olympus and all that. But it is a neat game. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the story and presentation being really cool.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Atreus is more a protagonist, sort of standard,
Absolutely.
like, you know, will have internal monologues.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm gonna make Outliers, the movie, and the protagonist will be stoic. Like, okay.
Yeah, Atreus actually speaks. Yeah.
Yeah. And has, well, I guess Kratos has things to learn as well, but mostly relearn. Atreus is exploring the world anew.
Mm-hmm.
But there is also the other thing that you really need to bear in mind, which is there's already a script for the games, so, you know, they can kick off early. You want to make something with Atreus, you've got to write that. Oh, so much work.
But also keep in mind that that often in media, to not make to not make things boring, but also because of certain changes that have to be made between mediums, like say a video game and a TV series or something like that. There might be some changes to the story as well, and
Yeah.
will likely upset people.
I mean, to be fair,
But
I'm
it'd
just
be
not.
so cool. Yeah.
I'm not really an adaptation, remake, reimagining sort of person anyway, so it wouldn't be up my street. I'm probably not the best person to be judging, but I look forward to what other people have to say. There's a couple of films I've watched. God of War and God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah. Also,
They're based-
and play Metal Gear Solid 4, and you'll add that as well,
Yeah.
because that's definitely a film.
I've not. I don't know. There's something in the back of my mind of like I have played the first 3 before I watched Let's Plays of them and things like that. And there's something that's like I should probably play it before watching.
It is just an interactive movie.
But yeah, I've heard it is mostly cutscenes.
It is. There is gameplay. I will say that there is gameplay, but a lot of it is also cutscenes. Yeah.
And I've heard 5 is the exact opposite. It's all gameplay.
Yes, it's all game, very little cutscenes. Yeah.
I'm interested in the spin-offs though. There's games I'd never heard of, like Peace Walker and stuff like that, that actually feel, from what I've heard,
Peace
more
Walker's
like...
a neat game. Yeah, I think yeah. I've not played it. My brother has played it, and I've seen. I did watch Barry play it.
Neat.
And it does look neat. Yeah.
I always feel, every time we bring up Barry, I always feel like having to point out, by the way, we're not just talking about some random person we know. There's a streamer called Barry. That is his name and his Twitch handle.
Quite literally, he was able to get his Twitch handle to be his name, Barry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Twitch.tv/Barry.
Yes.
So it's not just a random person that we're expecting you to know.
We do not personally know him or anything like that. It's just
Can
a
recommend
fun,
them. Nice times.
cool, chilled streamer.
Yeah.
I also recommend. Very fun, chill times.
Oh, hang on, the ritual.
And he streamed the Metal Gear Solid games for a while. I don't think he did Metal Gear Solid 5 because I mean,
Sorry.
yeah, it's mostly gameplay and yeah. But he did pretty much all of the other ones, and I don't remember which game it was. If it was like the first Metal Gear Solid, the second Metal Gear Solid, or the third, or what. I know definitely by the third or fourth, he had a command in his chat, which was like exclamation point Kojima Y. It was like a counter. It was a counter of how like people could just type in chat like Kojima Y with an exclamation point, and it would count how many times people were questioned Kojima like why. And by Guns of the Patriots, which is the fourth game, it was easily in like the 200s or 300s. It was a lot. Yeah.
Mr. Trick, I could have added a counter for the number of times people have heckled me.
Yeah, true. Probably not as much as the Kojima Wise.
True,
And
true.
yeah, we will continue to heckle you, true.
I'm spending most of my free time programming anyway, so might as well. Yeah, what else interesting? I remember thinking, I'll talk about that on stream, and then forgot. Nope, it's gone. In that case, we'll fall back on old standards. Anything exciting happening next week? Exciting? That's a new word. Exciting and frightening.
Not next week exactly, but the week after that, or a few days after this coming week, I will be on break from school for a little bit, so that's exciting for me.
Yeah.
I will be able to sleep
Yeah.
and maybe draw some violin, boys, or
Ooh.
maybe, or just chill the fuck out and let my stress levels even out. Hi, Bear.
Yes, as
I
soon
see
as
you too.
as soon as you said violins, Bear's cursor disappeared from the canvas.
Just eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I believe spring break is March 14th to the 20th, I think. And then, like,
Nice.
there's the weekend, which is the 21st and the 22nd, if I remember right, but I could be wrong. I'm looking forward to that. Because I have quite a few assignments that are due and that I'm working on.
Hey, you're doing
What
great.
about you? We'll see about that. I still
You are doing great.
waiting to hear back on a couple of things, and I am doing my best.
All the results you've gotten back
I'll say that.
show that you're doing great.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm not speaking in general positivity here. Just
I know,
blind, like, you're my friend, so you're great. No, you're doing great. We've seen the results.
I have consistently been keeping A or B grades for my assignments, yes. So
There you
far,
go.
anyway. Yeah.
And as I'm sure
which is-
Ragdoll can attest, the fact that you care is a good sign that you're going to do well anyway, so...
Yeah, the fact that I actually do want to learn
fact
care is in my favor. Not in my favor for anxieties, but it is in my favor for the grades.
That's the downside, but
Yes. Yeah. Also, yeah, it is very real. Going into a learning about development of young children and learning how minds develop, how children develop positively or negatively based on things that they're exposed to at a young age, etc., because they're building those connections so early, and they need to, and they need to be in a nurturing environment that gives them a good foundation they can fall back on when they're older and all that. And I'm learning all about all of this, and I'm currently reading through a book about children's curriculum and how, like, the practices and stuff that they're encouraging teachers to do. And this book is more like recent and stuff, and like how they are encouraging creativity and exploration and letting children like play with materials and figure out what they want to do. Don't just give them like a coloring book or tell them to color in the lines or something like that, and all that. And I'm just remembering times when I was I felt bullied and unsafe around my elementary school teacher because she got mad at me because I wouldn't color my candy cane and with a red crayon. I did brick red because I thought it was a nicer color, a richer color, and I liked it, and she got mad at me. And and there's another time where I had to, like, in order to go to the bathroom, we needed to be able to write in the book what time it was on like a clock with hands and stuff. And I knew that, I saw the time as like 10:10, but I was like, I've never heard of anybody ever say 10:10. And so I don't know if this is actually like a real thing that can happen. And I was too anxious to get it wrong. And she got mad at me and wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. And just this teacher in general is just, she made my life hell.
Yeah,
And-
sounds like a
and
real
I
dick.
think that might have exacerbated my own anxieties and issues and stuff, because yeah, those definitely left an impact on me when I was a kid, and I definitely remember those moments as an adult.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, you know what? There might actually be something in how like children build these connections really early on, and yeah, there might be something here. No, I don't hope that at all. No, I would never hope that for anybody, really. Yeah, I don't want to be that kind of teacher for any children I care for. Definitely. Yeah. Thanks. But yeah, that's like also one of the reasons why I'm going into early childhood education or early childhood care. Is just like, I don't want any other children to feel like they can't rely on their teacher
Yeah.
or their classmates or anything like that. I don't want them to feel like they're alone and floundering, and if they show any weakness or anxiety or ask for help in any way, it's gonna bite back at them.
Yeah, stop.
They don't know what to do.
Stopping the cycle. It's admirable. Very good.
I'd like to do that. Yeah, I want to do that.
You're a good person, Kiro. And you deserve
I
good things.
try. You too. But I will try. Yeah. I hope so. Yes, I do hope so. I am telling my anxiety, and it is helping as well. I'm also telling my anxiety that like it's probably telling a bit that when I told friends and family members what I was going to school for and what my career path is, like what I'm aiming for with my career path and all that, and that I want to help young children and all that. Literally everybody, every single person was immediately like, that's a great idea. You do fantastic. Just like, yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I'm telling anxiety that. Anyway.
Tell it.
So,
Kick it.
yes. Kick it in the ass.
Whack
Will
it like a
do.
piñata.
I am doing. Yeesh. Over and over again.
And reap the sweet candy rewards.
Yeah.
Of self-confidence.
I am trying. We'll try. We'll
Yeah.
continue to try. Yes. Anyway, I was gonna say sorry, but I know I shouldn't say sorry, so I won't say sorry. Just... Emotional dump over. Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Nice. Yeah. Mhm.
Every time you go to say sorry, imagine the stick in the piñata. Whack, whack, whack.
Yes. Absolutely, yeah. Well done stopping that. Yes, I will.
I'm trying to think.
Thank you for listening and being supportive.
Always.
It's appreciated.
Always.
But yeah,
here for you.
it's just fascinating to me that you don't like, or at least in my experience, I didn't realize just like how like I just didn't realize what was like going on with what exactly was going on with my emotions and head and all that, and like where this anxiety was coming from, why I was so anxious, why, like how, like realizing that not everybody is this anxious, and that like anxiety is a legit medical diagnosis so that I have and stuff. And then just like learning how young minds work, how minds work in general, just learning how psychology works and stuff. Just like, yeah, you know what? This does start to make sense. Yeah. Things are connecting. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you're figuring things out. It's difficult.
Yeah.
We're all weird bundles of experiences and emotions, and it's difficult to untangle it all sometimes.
Yes. It can be quite the mess. Yeah. Absolutely. This is a very good Theo, by the way, Bear. He's very statuesque.
All of them have been very good.
Yeah.
Controversial opinion time. Bear draws a good Theo.
Bear does draw a good Theo. Also, Bear, we also saw another character that you drew for Dark during our game yesterday, and that was very good. We were all like, "That's Bear art."
I'd seen that one before. Bear showed off of going like, "Hey, I'm doing a commission for Dark. I'd have a look," and I'm like, "You drew rabbits." You added rabbits,
you did draw rabbits
as decoration.
I saw those rabbits and I was like, those are Bear rabbits.
Rabbits aren't accessories.
I reckon I know those rabbits. It was very good. Yeah.
It was very good.
We were all very happy to see them.
Second controversial opinion. Bear does good all other art besides Theo. I've already complimented the Theo art, now I can compliment the rest. Compliment the compliment.
Agreed. I agree wholeheartedly, and you are so correct, and you should say so, yes.
Yes. But yes, Bear, I about 15 minutes ago got hit with a wave of lethargy, so I'm no more drawing in my near future. But if you wish to carry on, I won't stop you. Quite happy to chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy to stop, we can stop. Most people have been driven away by bad, FrameMan, TwitchMan shenanigans, so...
Yeah.
And time zone shenanigans.
FrameMan.
I think it was daylight savings. Do you think that's what did it?
Probably.
Bet it was. Anyway, I'm gonna swoosh. Swoosh! We have swooshed.
Whoosh.
Many good draws. Many Theos.
Yeah.
Cat violins.
Many good RPG things. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Speaking of shenanigans.
I do love the retelling with the Saltarello and Wimble and stuff.
Yeah, I never did explain that. Now I never will.
It's very good.
But
you
yeah,
can wonder.
Stream returns on Tuesday with more Medal of Honor Underground, the game that definitely knows where it's going. And yay. Then more of that on Wednesday, unless we finish it Tuesday, which I don't think we will. I think there's 2 or 3 more missions, like big collections of missions, and then a bonus one. But we'll see. I hope we don't finish it early on Tuesday because I don't have a second game. So I'll have to sit down and work it out. But yeah, more Medal of Honors is coming up, and then Saturday more Grim Hollow, Sunday more Doodles, etc., etc. Tomorrow Patreon update, in which I will say it's the bad head and commissions. That's all. Bye. But yeah.
Fair. No.
Oh, I haven't updated the timetable either. More Medal of Honor, definitely underground. Only thing that's underground is to give the game design. They've buried the game. There's a joke there somewhere. You have to dig-
Has there been any underground at all, or is it just
There were the catacombs.
because espionage?
The second
There were
level was-
catacombs. Okay.
Second level was in the catacombs. If we want to be generous, we could say that the Greek level went underground for a bit in like the labyrinth. Maybe that was underground. I don't think it actually is, but we could imagine. We've gone under some shrubbery. Don't think that's ground, really. We went, honestly, an awful lot of suspended cable cars in a game that's about being underground. But there's at least 3 cable cars at this point. But we'll see where it goes. The interesting thing is before I played these games on stream, in my head, all of the like espionage, like spy stuff, pretending to be someone, may I see your papers, all that stuff, that was all in underground. And Medal of Honor 1 was all about shooty bang fighting. And then I played it and I realized, nope, that's not true.
That was the other way around.
Yeah, they put all the bunch of stealth stuff in the first game, and it was kind of better. It's just kind of remarkable.
That is interesting.
It's old memories. They're not always trustworthy.
This is true. Yeah.
Let's see how untrustworthy next time. You remember when you had to show your passport? Good time. Good times. I'm still legitimate. I played a little bit of Medal of Honor to wind down earlier today. And the brain is still going brr for the idea of making an actual espionage game in that style. But, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. One day. After everything else. For now, though.
We'll hold you to it.
Yeah. For now, though, sleep is calling. So, have a good, everyone.
Have a good.
Have a good. Look after yourselves. Be good. Be cool about fire safety. Time for the night-night.
Yeah.
Exactly. See you all around. Goodbye, bye, bye, bye.
Bye. Have a good one. Take care.